Hello, welcome to the Cinema Dash. As always, I'm Gabbs.
And I'm DeGe.
And it's really dark in here. I'm gonna put this light on.
Oh,
Now
there
it's
we
better.
go.
Yeah, there we go.
Let
now we're
there
set.
be light.
Hey.
Hey.
What are you, God?
No.
Only in the bed.
Oh, yeah. Only in bed.
With myself. So yes, we're here obviously to review another movie because why would we record?
Yeah, what do you think we do this shit for our health?
Yeah.
Sit down in front of a mic and talk?
Or our lack thereof health.
Lack of health?
Yeah. Well, look at that. Oh, okay, never mind. I just fucking ruined my sweatshirt. No.
Alright, sweet. Awesome.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Best opening to any video so far.
Absolutely. So we saw John Wick 2.
And this, I think we can both agree.
This movie slaps.
This movie's
a straight slapper.
Slaps harder than my dad.
Slaps
when I was
harder than my uncle. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, so John Wick 2, if you haven't seen the first one,
we really should review it.
I'd like to review the first one. I totally rewatched it.
I saw it like twice. I saw it once with you and I saw it once with my roommate. And then like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it. But anyway, if you haven't seen the first one, what are you doing? But if you haven't seen the first one, John Wick, probably the best assassin who ever lived in the world.
The boogeyman.
And he gets, the boogeyman. And he gets called back into action after he retires. And people kill his dog, and he goes on,
and shit turns loose.
Shit unfolds. Yeah. So in this movie, John Wick has finally found a little bit of peace with himself. He's living in his house, got a new dog. He's still missing his wife, but a new problem arises. Needless to say. And this guy, an old associate of John Wick's, comes and he brings what's called a marker, which is pretty much like a blood debt that he has to repay. And John Wick refuses because he says he's out of the game. But as these movies go, John Wick is never out of the game.
Yeah.
And
shit happens.
The plot unfolds. Yeah. So needless to say, this movie is man.
This movie's all types of good.
This movie's great.
This movie's all types of good.
Yeah.
There's like
I have to say I think it's up there. I mean, like, obviously the two aren't comparable, but when it comes to best action movies of the decade so far, I gotta say it's up there with Mad Max: Fury Road. I
think Mad Max is the best one of.
Absolutely,
so
best
far.
one of the decade so far. Absolutely, but John Wick.
John Wick 1 we're talking here.
No, we're talking John Wick 2.
Okay.
John Wick 1 was great. Don't get me wrong. It revitalized Keanu Reeves' career yet again. And 2. It just has some of the best choreographed action scenes of that year. I think it came out in 2014, and the past 5 years before that, in my opinion. But with this movie, everything is bigger, it's bolder, it's more braggadocious. Braggadocious. That's an SAT word for it.
Like an ACT word, dude.
Okay.
Does that make a difference? Is like the ACTs like that much harder? Or
I don't know, actually. I didn't take the ACTs. I took the SATs.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's bigger, bolder, more stylized, definitely. But everything about this movie is the first movie ramped up to the next level. This movie is balls to the walls, intense, insanity, and it's really damn good.
It's also really fucking angry.
Yeah, and it's angry. John Wick is angry in this movie.
John Wick has never been angrier, and I think his entire life.
Keanu Reeves has never been anything angrier than he is in this movie. So to start off, first impressions about this movie, I was really looking forward to it.
Did you see John Wick in theaters, the original one?
I didn't, no, because it wasn't really, it was playing, but I didn't really have an interest in it until people started talking about it on Reddit.
It just kind of seemed like the Jack Reacher kind of movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it said to me.
Like dude with a name taking names.
Yeah, and it was like Keanu Reeves, and I was like, okay, Keanu Reeves. Like, I really like Keanu Reeves as an actor, and like say what you will about him as an actor, I think he's an okay actor. Like he gets a lot more shit than I think he deserves, but. It's just like I felt like this movie was like trying to be like this is his comeback movie. It's gonna be just like a Jack Reacher or like a Jack Ryan type thing. Where it's like a half-assed, like a half-assed action spy thriller or whatever. And I wasn't really about it. But then I saw a lot of people talking about it on Reddit, and like apparently it was a very, very good movie. And then I saw it on HBO Go. And I figured, let me give it a watch, and I was blown away. Like that, like John Wick 1 was fantastic. I thought it was a great movie, and
then you showed me it, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, and then we watched it together, and You know, and then going into this movie, I was really, really excited because I really like John Wick 1, and this movie, judging from the trailers, looked like it was going to be a complete, like, ramp up from the first one. Like, it was going to be everything that made the first one so great, taken to the next level. So, really looking forward to seeing that one. So, what about you, Ant?
Yeah, I didn't see it. I actually didn't know it was even out in theaters. I totally, like, forgot about it. And then, like, you came up to me saying, hey, we should probably fucking good. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a watch. And then I did. And, yeah, it was pretty good. And I liked it. And I was like, if they made a sequel, I would watch it. I'd be down. And sure enough, they did. Because why not?
Well, it's going to be a trilogy, actually.
Oh, now it's going to be a trilogy.
No, like, from the start, it was going to be a trilogy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Just like the end of the movie, now we know it's going to be, and there's going to be another movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be another movie.
Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, man.
I was thinking about that in the car, too. Like, the fourth one's going to just be with the aliens. And it's like,
Imagine. Can you imagine?
It's like now, like, all the best killers in the galaxy. So, yeah, I was pretty amped up for this movie. A lot of people on Twitter I saw were talking about how it's going to be, like, the best movie ever. Is it the best movie ever? No, but it's a really fucking good action.
Yeah, so, you know, like I was saying before, to go back to my previous comment about, like, the whole Mad Max thing, like, Mad Max, I think, you know, so far, I think is the best action movie of the decade, hands down. But I really think John Wick, too. I liked it so much that I think it could cement itself in a place where at least makes top 25 best action movies of the decade. Probably top 20, I would say. It's... to start off with all the goods about this movie, because I only have one really bad edit.
I think we only have one, like, bad.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with us too. It's
so once you get that out of the way.
If we want to get that out of the way, the transition between the like the initial action sequences and then the rest of the movie is a little slow. It drags a little bit.
A little slow, yeah.
But it's not even that. It's not even the fact that it's not bad. It's just tastes weird.
You just have to. It's like it has to build up like the backstory a little bit in case you didn't see the first one.
Yeah, if the first one.
And then you guys set like the plot for this one.
Yeah,
all at the same time.
One of
shows to do in the beginning.
One of the better things, one of the best things actually that the first one did was, it set up a world in which this hitman organization like thrives and stuff like that. It sets up this entire organization and like the different intricacies and rules of this organization and stuff like that. But it never really went into like detail about how this thing functions and operates and stuff like that. And in this movie, you get a whole lot of that, and I thought that was awesome. And most of that happens within this time that the movie kind of drags a little bit. Like, it's not bad. Like, there's a lot of cool characters in this sequence. There's a lot of John Wick, there's a lot of John Wick going to like different locations throughout Italy where this movie takes place. Throughout Italy, in which this organization, how they get their guns, how they get their armor and stuff like that, and it's really cool. Like, you're seeing like how this conglomerate like unfolds and stuff like that, how it operates, and I thought that was really cool. The world building in this movie is fantastic, but it came with a price, and it was just a little too slow. That not so much that it took me out of the movie, just so that it was just like, all right, like I get it, like this is a very intricate operation, organization, whatnot. Let's see some heads roll and stuff.
Yeah. My only other small gripe is shaky cam, but I feel like you're gonna get that with all action movies nowadays. So it's just like, it's not really a gripe anymore, just kind of like a thing you're just gonna get, and you kind of have to deal with it. But yeah, the game was a little slow, and then the shaky cam. That's really my only problem.
And there wasn't a lot of it in this movie. A lot of it was very stationary.
When it was like, but when there was, it was like, it was kind of like, well, what's going on? Well, what am I looking at right now?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, now to spend the rest of the video talking about what we liked about the movie.
Let's continue to jerk this movie.
Yeah. Well, first off, you know, to completely get the obvious out of the way, the action sequences are just absolutely phenomenal. Like, they are, holy shit, amazing. Like, these are some of the best.
We could probably make a video just on the action by itself.
We really could. It could be like 50 minutes long, but we don't want to sit here for 50 minutes talking.
What's your favorite one? What was your favorite one?
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Can I do two?
Sure.
All right, my two favorite scenes were three, actually. Dude, like, I could talk about every single action sequence in this movie and how good it was. Each of them have their own merits. My three favorite action sequences, my favorite probably being the Common fight, the first Common fight, where he fights Common in Italy. Mostly because it's completely devoid of music. It's raw. It's very intense and stuff like that. And it's like, it's not like stylized or anything. Like, it's brutal. Like, these people aren't like doing like choreographed fights. Well, they are, obviously it is choreographed, but like it doesn't feel choreographed. It doesn't feel like highly stylized or anything. Like, it's like down in the mud, gritty, like dark and stuff like that. And they're like trying to like stab knives into each other and like shoot each other and stuff like that. And it's just really like grimy and whatnot. And they really get like dirt under their nails in this fight scene. My second probably has to be the reflecting mirror fight at the end of the movie, which, oh man, like, just everything about that sequence, like the cinematography, the choreography, the sound design, even the music, just everything about that fight scene came together so perfectly, and it was just incredible. And my third one had to be the Catacombs fight, mostly because of just how awesome the lighting was.
The Catacombs fight is just like a better version of the club fight in the first one.
Well, you could argue that the actual club fight in this movie was a thing. Remember, he was at the Coliseum and they had the little like nightclub.
Yeah, that is the catacomb fight though. That's part of it.
Well, yeah, it's like the beginning.
That was the first part. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just like but like it definitely had like the
fact
same
that
kind of
the fact that it was only the first half of it makes it that much better.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the catacomb fight was was awesome too, mostly because of the lighting and just again the choreography and cinematography and everything in general. Just the how they filmed the fight scenes in this movie is just mind-blowingly amazing. The cinematography really has to be lauded here, I think, and the choreography as well, and the direction from I can't butcher his last name, but it's like Chad Stahelski or something like that. I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm sorry, but yeah, the top tier direction from him too is just really what gives these fight scenes like a little extra oomph, I think. What about you? What were your favorite fight scenes?
The one fight scene I'll probably remember from this one for the longest time is the second common fight. When they're in the train station.
Oh my god!
They're just kind of like they're just like walking around, just like they're trying to shoot each other with the pistols.
That was amazing.
That was so funny.
Oh my god!
It was so genius.
There's this one scene where there's a second Common and John Wick fight, and they're fighting at a train station, and Common is on top of a balcony, and John Wick is on this on like the main level. And they're like walking like casually, but like their guns are planted at their side, and they're like shooting each other from like the top balcony.
And they're silenced.
And they're silent, so like nobody hears it. Oh my god, it was hilarious. And that's another thing that this movie really does well. It's a pretty funny movie.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of funny moments.
It was funnier. Movie. I think it was funnier than the first one.
Absolutely. And like this movie like takes itself seriously at points when it needs to. This movie has the perfect balance of taking itself seriously at points and then not taking itself seriously at points. Like there's the one like the part again with the common fight, the second common fight. There was a lot of funny moments in that fight scene. But then before that, where John Wick is being hunted down, he kills like 3 dudes with a pencil. Yeah. And it was the most graphic thing we've ever seen in this movie. It was disgusting.
I was gonna say that.
Oh my god, it was
best one.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Just like having like the random assassins just trying to like kill him.
Yeah,
in random spots, like the violinist, the fat guy, and the 2 Asian guys in the train station.
Yeah,
like, those are like. I like those 2.
And when when the movie takes itself seriously, like the violence is disgusting.
The other thing I just liked was like, the fact that she had the pistol in the violin.
Yeah,
or one.
Yeah,
thing.
that was cool as hell.
Yeah.
And like the fat guy,
I would own that.
Would you get a pistol violin?
I would play the violin. I would try to play the violin. Just be like,
yeah, that's
like yo, that shit sucks. And be like,
yeah, and somebody's like, yeah,
put it back.
It sucks.
Like, and it's just like.
Everybody's like, hey, arrest that guy.
And I'm like, no. I run and I trip and I fall and I'm in jail.
All right, that's the saga of Anthony.
And then I die.
Dying. But yeah. So again, I we don't have to beat the action scenes off more. Like the action in this movie is utterly fantastic. It's incredible. The choreography, cinematography, direction, everything about them.
If you're a Neanderthal who only likes action in movies, this is the movie for you.
This is the movie for you. Exactly. There's there's at points that are shaky cam, but I would say 95% of this movie is stationary cam, but like 5% is noticeable when it has shaky cam. It's noticeable. And also, praise has to go to Keanu Reeves because he did 95% of the stunts in this movie in camera, all by himself, and he is a total badass. There's a really
like Jackie Chan.
Yeah. This is
not
really
Jackie
cool,
Chan.
but not Asian, and not
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. There's a really cool video floating around the internet back when the first John Wick came out of Keanu Reeves doing military training for the first John Wick, and God, he is so badass. Honestly, again, say what you will about Keanu Reeves as an actor, but you cannot deny that he is a total badass. He's amazing. He's such a nice dude too. There's the one story that he donated half of his salary to the VFX and the crew of The Matrix, and he threw them all a rap party and stuff like that. He is such a cool ass guy, but in this movie, he just proves that he is just a complete badass.
I saw this one picture online on Reddit, and it was Keanu Reeves at this pizza place, and there's a guy in the background who looks just like Keanu Reeves, and he's just like, what? It's a cool picture, I thought. I'll show you later.
Yeah. But yeah, and he does 95% of the stunts in camera in this movie, and it's all the better. It's all the better, really.
Even the one where he's falling down the stairs 3 times.
I'm sure that's one he didn't do. I don't know. I know he did all the driving shit, because you could see him in the car when he was driving. But it's cool as hell. He's an awesome dude and awesome guy. But just to talk about the acting in this movie, I really wasn't expecting much from it, but it was surprisingly, it wasn't bad.
There's not a lot of dialogue, but the acting was good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the writing was pretty on point at times, especially interactions between Common and John Wick. Common's name in this movie is Cassian, but I just call him Common because it's Common.
It's fucking Common. I don't know him as anything else. He's Common.
He's just Common. But Common and Keanu Reeves share some really
Common
good
was in
lines.
Suicide Squad, and that's Common.
Yeah, for half a second.
Yeah.
But
they killed him.
Yeah, and then they killed him. But Common and John Wick have some pretty solid lines in this movie. Ruby Rose was okay. I don't really like her as an actress.
I've never seen her in anything else besides this.
She's in Orange Is the New Black, and my sister watches that show.
I don't watch that.
And I've watched a couple episodes of it, with her in it, and she was okay. I don't know. It's she hasn't really proved herself yet. I who the fuck is she gonna prove to me? Why does she have to impress me? But she just hasn't really I haven't really seen a great performance from her yet.
I was reading something on IMDb about her actually. About some fun facts. I'm gonna spit some fun facts about her.
Why?
For you, because they're really fun. I'll have to find her first. Here we go. There she is. Number 6 on most popular actresses and actors on IMDb. Here we go. Okay. Fun fact. She's Australian. She's a model, a DJ, a recording artist, a TV presenter, and an amateur boxer. So the fact that you just said she has something to prove to you means she's probably gonna beat you up. Anyway,
Bring it.
She's also a big comic book fan.
Oh, good for her.
She has 2 dogs.
Look, I don't have anything against her. I just don't think I just haven't seen her in anything great yet.
And she was unemployed for 2 years before being casted in Orange Is the New Black.
Cool.
So there she goes.
Good for you.
I like her. I liked her in this movie.
No, she was all right in this movie.
No, I liked her just as
I think it was her best performance because she didn't talk. I'm just kidding. But no, I think it was her best performance. Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna call her.
Call Ruby Rose and be like, hey, DeGe just being a dick.
Can you fuck him up or something?
And then I come back and I'll be like a full body cast. Ruby Rose kicked my ass. But no, she was really good in this movie. I thought she had that cool snark to her. And her fight choreography was also good. She had that cool little Bowie knife thing. But yeah, I thought she was pretty cool in this movie. And there was a couple of people that I wasn't expecting in this movie. Franco Nero was in this friggin' movie, and that was awesome to see. Franco Nero is a classic Italian actor. He was Django. Not Django Unchained Django, but the Django that inspired Django Unchained. He's an amazing actor. He was in a lot of good stuff. Who else? Oh yeah, I didn't know Common was in this movie. I had no idea he was in this movie. Who else? Lawrence Fishburne. I only saw one trailer and I didn't see Lawrence Fishburne in it, so he was kind of a surprise, I guess.
I think most of these actors are gonna be in the next one.
I could see it. Well, except the
ones that died.
The ones that died. No, yeah, I can totally see it. And It's kind of a shame because in John Wick 1, when they kill like all like the big name actors that were in it, I was really hoping like to see what they could contribute to this movie. But unfortunately we can't see that because Willem Dafoe died in the first one, and I would really like to see him in this movie and how he would have handled that situation because he's a cool character in the first one. But I digress. But not a bad performance in this movie.
Even Perkins is cool.
Who?
Perkins. The girl that like tried to kill him, how she died because she fought him on in the continental area.
Oh, what's her name? The friggin' black hair.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot her name was Perkins. Okay, I forgot the actress's name too. But no, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Also, Jimmy makes his return in the movie. Hey, Jimmy. Hey. Jimmy.
Oh yeah, the cop Jimmy. Yeah, that guy.
Gas leak.
Yeah, gas leak. You working again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Jimmy's the best character.
Yeah, he was really cool. He was
Jimmy's
really
the best.
Cool.
Hey, Jimmy.
But yeah, not a bad performance in this movie. The Italian guy, Santino D'Antonio, the most generic Italian name on the planet. He was a pretty good villain. He had some motivations. But I felt like he was kind of being a dick just to be a dick.
I like the first one more. The first bad guy.
I did. I liked Michael Nivquist more than Santino D'Antonio, but I still think he was. I still think he was a pretty good villain. And I also appreciated that they actually like kind of spoke Italian in this movie. Like there was like probably my favorite aspect about this movie is like the little subtle details that they sprinkle in a little bit. Like there's this one scene where
sprinkle in a little bit.
Yeah, they salt bay it in a little bit. There's this one scene where John Wick and Common are fighting, and then they end up at the Continental, so they're not allowed to fight anymore. And they sit down at the bar, and Common buys John Wick a drink, and he's like, John Wick is like to the bartender, he's like, grazie. And then Common says, grazie mille, which grazie means like thank you, and grazie mille is like thank you very much. Like, so pretty much he was just like trying to one up him and stuff like that. So I thought that was really funny. And also, one thing that I thought was completely badass is like, what the John Wick movies get right is that like they always hype up John Wick to be like, okay, like this is the guy you send in to kill the devil. Like this guy is like a force to be reckoned with. Like he is someone that will give you nightmares. Like this guy kills the boogeyman and stuff like that. And the movies deliver on those statements like tenfold. Yeah. In this movie, they do that again. Like they're just like, yeah, he's incredible. Like he could kill a bear with his bare hands or something like that. Like he could do like all this insane shit, and he actually does it in this movie. So like, there's one part where Ruby Rose, she plays a mute. She's a mute character, and she speaks in sign language.
Which is like what I like about her the most in this movie, because like she's like very silent, and like there's like parts like in that bar scene where you see her in the background, but you don't even notice her.
Yeah, exactly. Like she had like very good body acting,
and she's been there the entire time.
Yeah, she did some like really good body acting in this movie. And there's one part where her and Santino were talking. And she's like talking about they're like talking about John Wick and like what he can do and stuff like that. And whenever she mentions the name, whenever she says like Wick in sign language, she holds up like 3 fingers as in like a W. So John Wick is so like well known and feared that he has his own sign language symbol. Like that's just insanity. Like that's awesome. That's such a cool little detail that they put in. And just other stuff that's like sprinkled around too. Like even in the action sequences, like when they're like fighting with like they're trying to like get each other's guns and stuff like that, and they're like trying to like shoot at each other's feet, and just like little like bullet holes spread across like their faces and shit like that. Like it was just cool. Like there's a lot of little, really like small details. It probably requires like a second viewing to catch them all, but all I know is that there were a lot in this movie, and I really appreciated that the amount of like detail that was put into the filmmaking was really apparent. So yeah. Yeah.
So I think we pretty much jerked this movie off enough, I think. Is there anything else you want to say about it?
I thought I mean it's more of a nitpick for me, but there's one point in which John Wick gets like a contract put out on him, and it was kind of like excuse me, not dumb, but like kind of unbelievable that like there were this many people.
Well, this movie's very unbelievable, but you take it anyway.
Well, yeah, absolutely. If you watch a John Wick movie, you have to suspend all disbelief. Yeah. But it's just the amount of people in this organization that prides itself on being such an exclusive, like hard to get into organization.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that are in it.
Kind of like
it's kind of
like that's the thing with the end there.
I mean, like the ending, I feel like Ian McShane just planted them all there,
Mm-hmm.
like just to scare him. But like, it just throughout the movie, really, with like all these people that were in it, just like it kind of got a little out of hand. I think for such a like an elite group of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know. It's more of a nitpick. It definitely doesn't detract from my score or anything. Like I'm not gonna give it a lower score because of this. But I don't know. It's just kind of a little unbelievable, and that's really the only unbelievable thing. Well. Not really. Never mind. I'm gonna retract that statement before I even finish it.
Besides the fact that John Wick is still alive.
And he's superhuman. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. I mean, it was just a little unbelievable. But hey, I digress. Whatever. You know, it's not gonna make me lose sleep at night. But other than that,
this movie slaps.
yeah, this movie's great. So I say we give it our. we give it our Cinema Dash ratings.
All right.
Shall we?
You want to go first? Because you're usually it's terrible.
No, I don't want to go first, Anthony.
All right. Well, to preface, I scores an 8.5 out of 10. I gave it a 9 right out of the movie theater, but once I started thinking about it, I was like, this is like an 8.5. Definitely, I think it's as good, if not better, than the first one.
Oh, it's definitely better. I think.
So, to put this in my rating situation, I would go to 8.5 raves in like some kind of like relic area out of 10. That wasn't a good one. That was like a your kind of quality one. I always get a good one.
Eat my shotgun now. I'll be right back.
Yeah, do it, bitch. Bitch. I would have 8.5 guns and ammunition planted somewhere on my body out of 10. I would stab 8.5 dudes with a pencil out of 10. I would that was a better one. That's like my best one so far. Let's see, one more before I hit the road.
Thank God.
Yeah, right. Shit. I would do. I'll give it this. Sign language. Fine. There you go. This was a very good one for scoring, isn't it?
No. I didn't. Anthony, you have the fucking worst ones. What a B? What a B? Or you have the worst ones. What are you trying to do better? Huh? I would John Wick 8.5. I would John Wick chapter 8.5 out of 10. Fuck you.
That's like 10 Cloverfield Lane. Bad one. It's like this is.
What did I say for 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I said it was like a what? Like a,
oh, you said 1 Cloverfield Lane.
something out of 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't even remember the score I gave it.
No, I think I said like 7 Cloverfield Lane or something. I don't know. Whatever, it's stupid. But yeah, John Wick chapter 8.5.
I would release 8.5 pigeons out of 10. There's one. Because of Lawrence Fishburne.
I would shoot a fat guy 8.5 times out of 10
in the face.
In the face, and have him not die after that shot to the face.
I would quietly walk through a subway station and try to shout a black guy with a silenced pistol 8.5 out of 10 times.
Quietly take it in the ass 8.5 times out of 10.
Wow.
Just the look you give, you're like, oh,
wow. that was even in the movie.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Shit happens. I would sever 8.5 aortas out of 10, and if I pulled the knife out, I would die.
Solid specific, but alright.
Alright.
I would have like 8.5 blood oaths in that weird like coin like perfume makeup thing. Out of 10.
Yeah. I would too.
I would backstab. I would backstab John.
Alright, that's enough. Please, that's enough. For God's sakes. So, yeah. This is our John Wick 2 review. We are literally actually gonna go see the Lego Batman movie like in 2 hours.
Of this recording.
Yeah, of this recording. So look forward to that next week, and look forward to our split review next week, and look forward to this review next week.
Also, I mean, you're not gonna look forward to it because it's already out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And I think I saw you editing the split review.
Oh no, it's done. It's done. Yeah. Rings,
bro. So it's already out already.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you.
Also, my review of Patriots Day is done.
Yes.
It's just fucked up a lot. So I need to fix that.
Yeah. So you look forward to that. And again, I'm gonna plug this one more time. We're gonna be starting our Logan series soon, which is gonna be reviews of X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Wolverine, and we're gonna finish that off with Logan when that comes out. We are super excited for that. I took off work for that actually.
Nice.
So we're gonna be seeing that. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be. Hopefully, it's gonna be a good movie. Looks great from the trailers.
Fish Fillet is playing Team Fortress.
Fish Fillet is playing Team Fortress 2. That is a great way to end off the podcast.
Yeah.
And just look forward to our future reviews for movies that come out after this.
Yeah, totally like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, just slap that like button real good. Call it a dirty boy.
Whoa, all right. In Primo's Pizza, where's this movie ranked for you?
Oh God, this is fresh out the brick oven. This got that Primo cheese.
Did Primo himself make the pizza?
Primo himself drove to Italy, even though he lives in New Jersey. That's how good this movie is. He drove to Italy, got the freshest tomatoes, got a little oregano, got some basil, got some of them onions,
some fucking mutts.
Drove all the way back. Dude, let me tell you something. He has like the regular ovens. He's got like the regular brick ovens, but in the back he's got the brick. He's got the
first brick oven.
He's got the brick ovens in the front, but in the back he's got the first brick oven, the Primo brick oven, if you will.
Primo's grandfather's brick oven.
Yeah, this is Primo's grandfather's built it with his bare hands
in one day.
All right, he got this. He made the cement himself. He got his sons to help him out. So he was like, hey, listen up, Primo. He is little Primo. He's talking to little Primo right now. He's like, listen up, Primo. If a good movie comes out, only if a good movie comes out, you get this brick. Oh shit! You get this brick oven over here, and you make it a Primo's Pizza.
Is there mobile brick oven pizza? Like, is there mobile brick ovens? You know what I mean?
Mobile brick ovens?
Yeah, mobile brick ovens.
I don't know, probably.
Mobile.
But yeah, Primo
brick oven pizza makers.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. But he's like, yeah, Primo's grandfather's like, listen, Primo, anytime a good movie comes out, you make it a pizza here, and you take it out, you get it the good ingredients, so you make it a pizza, all right? So Primo, now he's an old man, all right? He went into the back, he opens it up, and he's like, oh, I gotta dust this baby off. Last time we used this was Mad Max. So last time we used this Mad Max, got all the cobwebs in there. The fat spider's all like, hey, Primo, what you gotta make it a pizza for? And he's like, get it the fuck out. You ain't paying rent over here. And he's like, all right. So the spider gets out.
Movie anytime soon. Maybe Logan, but I'll let you know today.
So he's like, I got it. And he makes the pizza, comes out. Pizza says John Wick 2 written in pepperoni. He serves it up to the public, and he's like, hey, here's a good pizza. Anyway, thanks for Cinema Dash for you. Have a good night. This is what our outro looks like.